Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
To get things started, let's hear from our first reviewer.
This reviewer approached this new printer with some understandable hesitation. Having gone through several home printers in the past, from a reliable but monochrome-only laser model to multiple inkjets that inevitably failed due to clogged print heads, their expectations were tempered. They hoped this office machine could finally be the all-in-one solution they needed. While it's built for the higher demands of a small office, our reviewer's needs are more modest, typically involving recipes and documents. However, they noted its potential for future projects like creating borderless newsletters for a local organization. The setup process was mostly straightforward. Unpacking was made simple by thoughtful packaging, and the initial wireless setup instructions were clear. Our client did run into a minor snag while adjusting the paper tray, finding the mechanism a bit confusing, but they managed to get it working. From there, installing the ink and running the printhead alignment process went off without a hitch. Connecting to the computer software took a second attempt, but once found, the printer seamlessly pulled the Wi-Fi information and even performed a necessary firmware update on its own, pausing printing briefly while it completed. Once up and running, the performance was a definite highlight. This client was thoroughly impressed by the fantastic print quality and the swift printing speed. They also signed up for the trial of the automatic ink subscription service. While they promptly received a notification that new cartridges were on the way, they suspect they'll cancel after the trial period. For a light user, it seems unnecessary, but they could see its value for a busier office. Ultimately, the big question remains whether the print heads will stand the test of time, but for now, the experience has been very positive.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer recently got their hands on this printer and wanted to share their thoughts, especially for anyone running a busy home office. It seems like it hits a sweet spot, offering a blend of speed, features, and overall value. Our reviewer was immediately impressed by how quickly this printer churns out documents. We're talking about a pace that keeps up with heavy workloads, so those endless reports and presentations won't leave you waiting around. The automatic double-sided printing is a huge plus, saving paper and time. This client also highlighted the automatic document feeder, which makes scanning, copying, or faxing multiple pages a breeze. Plus, you don't have to constantly refill the paper tray, which is a lifesaver when you're dealing with big projects, but speed isn't everything, right? Luckily, this printer doesn't skimp on quality. According to our reviewer, the prints come out sharp and vibrant, whether it's just plain text or detailed images. This means it's not just for everyday documents. You can also use it for marketing materials or anything that needs to look professional. What really makes this printer stand out, though, are its smart features. The reviewer raved about the companion app, which lets you print, scan, and copy straight from your phone or tablet. This is a game changer for anyone who needs to manage their printing on the go. Overall, it sounds like a great choice.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer was really impressed with this all-in-one printer right out of the box. The initial test involved printing a recipe, which came out perfectly fine, but the real wow moment came when printing photos from the companion app. Our reviewer selected a couple of images, hit print, and was stunned by how quickly they appeared, and the print quality blew her away. She and her husband were both amazed. Their previous printer, a different brand, couldn't even come close to matching that speed or clarity. Setting it up was a breeze, too. Her husband easily configured it on his phone and promptly printed some essential documents, like insurance cards and a ticket. The reviewer then started exploring the app, printing cards and coloring pages, all with fantastic results. Since then, she has printed recipes, vet records, and other everyday documents, and she is continually impressed with the print quality and speed. One aspect she's still evaluating is the monthly ink subscription service. She is uncertain if it will prove more cost-effective than their previous method of buying cartridges. A feature they appreciate is the automatic two-sided printing, something they haven't had in years. She even forgot it was an option while printing recipes. Her daughter will also be using it frequently for school assignments. The initial setup process was user-friendly, both via the screen and the app. While the print quality is superior to their old printer, the upfront cost was actually lower, which is puzzling in a good way. She feels it's a good value for the money. She hasn't owned it long enough to assess its long-term reliability, but so far it's performing exceptionally well. She received both the free ink and paper that were included in the promotion. She chose to cancel the paper subscription, but now she is unsure if she will be charged for that. Overall, she thinks this printer is a great choice for anyone who prints a variety of everyday documents, like she does.
If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.